conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. No, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon'
Good luck. Let's go, baby.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, Zoo!
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. He finds Taylor. Complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Taylor, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Go! 10-2 stop!
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down. Hansen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, Mom, I'll have to call you back here in about 45 minutes.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays.
See that this play's only down to 10 yards
That's
per
pretty good
carry?
recipe for success.
Means that
So
I've
here's
done
a
really
first
bad
and
with
10
it lately.
at the 38. First down, and it's Pollard again.
Dude, hold on to that block. I
DJ
swear to
Reed,
God.
who played in college at Kansas
Did they
State,
do a
made the
fucking
tackle.
update to this or
When we
something?
see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He's just
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
X3, 218.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Off play action. Hansen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 at first.
How good his team is overall.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Trubisky. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time.
Don't try to get a penalty, bro.
On a long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
.51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
I wonder if he got better or worse.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you won't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw.
What are you,
Hansen.
what are you doing, bro?
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just
Come on
short.
now.
So certainly an interesting call there.
Your
to
whole
go for
thing
it.
is to get the
And the
first down.
Niners
I'm
take
not.
over in terrific field position. Here's Breida. And he's going to get
let's not
7
give up
out
this
of this
touchdown.
before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The
Fucking
disadvantage of
dumbass.
blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
What a smart
Defensively,
play.
they rallied the troops to force 4th
Smart play,
down
man.
after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And it is good.
Wow,
They look to be
holy
in
shit.
trouble
That
the
was
whole way,
something.
but it does get over the ball.
Gold is probably
And
regressing.
they push the
Probably
lead
like
up to a
37.
touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Pollard going to try the right side. And an alley to run.
Pollard, you don't feel
Takes it
fast.
all the way
Why do you not
down
feel
to the
fast?
3. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 57 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw. Hansen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal.
Now a clash of
There
bodies
we
here.
go.
It's
There's
intercepted.
Darby.
Picked off by
Welcome
Ronald
to the
Darby.
team.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the
Man,
ball
Pollard, why
back. The
do you not
special
go
teams went
fast,
out there,
bro?
handled things. They've got it.
Ridiculous.
They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake. Hansen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted.
Damn,
Back
fuck
across
you,
his
Nick
body.
Bosa, for always ruining that
Match
shit.
hilarious more.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay,
Plays so good
where's
versus
he
most
going with the
people, but
football? Because
a
you
good
can make an
end
educated
shuts
guess
it down.
defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida.
God damn it!
Cross
Fuck!
the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Fucking Niners, bro.
Matt Breida, 88 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
How could I not tackle him there? I mean, fuck that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie
Tony
Gold
Martin
now to
is
kick
hot
it
in 2
away.
seconds. 1 speed slower.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Well, when I turn over the ball, I deserve to be down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Small. Yeah, dude.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Smith.
Fuck! He
And
catch
they'll
a
get this
block,
run past
bro.
midfield
Get
before
out of
being
here.
Stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The run for Pollard. And some room to maneuver. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's Pollard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hansen. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
I think we started with the ball. That sucks. He'll get ball at half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing here, Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
He almost fucking
he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
The fact that he almost got a first down there,
territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Trubisky, open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
3rd and 25.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Some people, you just never come out of maintenance.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky, and he's going to go down again.
Now we're doing
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Momentum is going to be everything in the 2nd half. Oh, I did kick the ball first. That's awesome. I get ball.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
This is nice.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hansen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Hansen. And Diggs has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Here we go. 30 base. Get it.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Saved yourself.
They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, The ones where he's carrying the football for his
Dude.
offensive teammates, the worst seats,
More and
11
fucking.
guys trying to tackle him
It's
on
just because your team's
defense.
fast. Okay.
That one 28 yards on the
Man, you make him
ground.
look slow.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of
Unreal.
having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Looking to throw. Hansen. Toward the end
what are you
zone, but
doing,
that's going to
Thielen?
wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
To throw on 2nd down. Hansen. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr. already his 2nd touchdown.
Oh
here
no,
this
it
opening
slid,
weekend.
bro.
As his
God,
guys are
Green
able to
is so
regain
dumb.
the lead.
Sucks.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard
Good
line.
field position for us.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
No, Cooper
Try and get
Kupp,
things
you're
kick-started for them.
bro.
And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot
How
of the
many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting
Chris
12 to
Harris,
16. I
that
think in the
old
second
ball.
half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky.
Attaboy, Darby.
And this one
Yeah.
incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield.
Okay.
And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Check down to Breida. And he
Fucking
gets this
play.
one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down, San Francisco. The pick up 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He's got a 1st down and
Fuck
then some
Breida.
midfield. And he's going to get this into
motherfucker.
enemy territory at the 45. 15 for the Niners there to 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of
Having a rough
3,
night
2nd
there.
down. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete.
eat zoned
And this
up,
is going to
man.
turn
I don't
into
know why
another
ever-
1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings
Fucking throwing his own
26.
versus you is dumb as
Trubisky
hell.
now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go play action. Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
No way, bro. Yes.
We are through
Fuck
three
yeah.
quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
I wonder how good
on
he'll be
EA
without
Sports.
Breda, dude. I bet I just hurt him bad.
They come out here in the eye. They come up on a 1st and goal in
Got
most
corners.
likely 4-down territories. They need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
Going to be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
No, Cooper Kupp, you're
Touchdown,
ridiculous, bro.
49ers.
Golly.
Cooper
And
Kupp
I missed that
there to
fucking
make the
extra point.
grab.
God
As his
damn.
guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point.
That was a huge
and they
play.
have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
15-play drive. Yes,
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
that's a fucking drive.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st down, Hanson. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he won't be close to a
Fuck you,
first down
Pollard.
as he
You gotta
runs
fall
into a
forward,
wall
bro.
right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Pollard, you fucking pussy, bro.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Hanson. And that's caught by Smith.
Let's go, Smith.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
God damn it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Pollard again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners 11.
Fast-ass
Another carry for their
motherfucking
leader
right
and
there.
a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jesus Christ, he didn't break all kinds of
DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
So if it was
This will be
31
fielded on the back line of the end zone.
It should be.
And no run
I feel a
back
lot
here.
better.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was
Are you
amazing
kidding me?
because
Pick
that
that
drive
off.
went
They're waiting
and
for
went,
it.
no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Get this one over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw.
How much
Man
time?
open, it's
can you
Cup.
have
He's
with-
got it. They'll
Oh
get
my-
a
that
dozen
doesn't
there,
make
and it's a
any sense
first
to me,
down,
bro.
49ers.
Partner, they're
That
clearly
makes
saving those
no
timeouts, but they
sense to
still
me.
have to work with
How
some
did he have
urgency
enough
to
time?
put themselves in the right position.
One guy on his offensive line blocked 2 of my guys. That's fucking insane, bro.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Trubisky to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards there and a Niner first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. He's back to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Lock in. Mike, 55.
Here's Trubisky.
No way, bro.
For it here,
What
and
is
this
going
will be
on?
caught. A good
Can't use
pickup there,
anything.
21 yards.
They picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got it.
Fuck!
It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken
Unreal,
the lead
dude.
here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess
How
what?
do you not?
It got
4
done.
guys
They
there
now
just
have
don't
the
do
lead
anything.
with that touchdown
What the
this
fuck,
late in the
bro?
contest. I wonder if that was a play they
My
were
defense
hoping,
plays so
or a play
stupid
that
at the
they just
beginning of
knew
the year. I don't
would work
know.
from past experience.
I
Fucking
just saw it in their
understand,
eyes
bro.
on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right, they got it
feels
done. Looks
bad,
like they're
man.
going to be the winners.
Feels really
and this
bad.
one will wind up with them losing yardage back to the 4-yard
Fuck
line.
that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould
How do you
now
beat?
to kick it away.
How do you fucking beat? Get out of here.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So the victory here for San Francisco. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on
Unfucking real, bro.